business. I didn't know what. And as I got older, I had my first son. I had separated from my wife, getting ready to go through a divorce. And it was hard on me because me being in that one bedroom, it was difficult. And I was just depressed and I was just crying and I was just like, man, I don't know why my life going through this. I ain't did nothing wrong. But then the more I processed it, I said, man, I gotta do something for my son because we found out he had autism. And so by my baby having autism, that really made me go a lot harder. I didn't know what direction I was gonna go in or whatever. Professionally, I'm a firefighter. Well, technically, I'm a captain now, right up under the chief. So, but a firefighter is my profession. And so I had been hurt before, I've gotten hurt before, I've gotten burned, I've gotten just trying to get over MCL tear. So with that being said, I know that our careers are short and we cannot be here. My brother was a chief in Little Rock. He passed away 2 years ago, right before Valentine's Day, on a fire in Little Rock. So he left his kids with, insurance money and stuff like that. But other than that, being honest with you, from a male standpoint, we don't leave our women with nothing but memories and debt. Very few of us leave them with anything other than memories and debt. And the memories ain't always that damn good. So by saying that, when I started, I said, I need to do something sitting up in that room. And I started researching and I found out that, the more research I did, that you have to find a niche in the market, a niche. And so by doing so, I was like, what problems and issues is out there that somebody else ain't really just doing? And I said, well, I know I'm 6'3" and some change, 280, 290. I said, I wear a size 15, 16 shoe. It's hard for me to find a shoe. And at the time, I heard my mom, my sister, she was 11th grade wearing an 11. My mom, my auntie, my wife, everybody had wider, fatter, longer feet. And I was just like, damn. So the more I started researching, I'd be at the fire station. I'd be tired. We might have had 2-3 fires, saved 25 lives, had some people die, and I'll still get up 2-3 in the morning. I'll set my alarm. So I get up and I go in there and I be just researching. My younger brother, he's a DJ in Arkansas. He got on to me. He's like, man, it's at your fingertips. You just gotta type in different stuff. You just gotta try different sayings and all that stuff. So the more I research, I realized, damn, I can create my own shoe. Why do I gotta produce somebody else's stuff? And once I started talking to them and stuff, they would try to tell you how many you gotta order, what kind, what size, what style. And I said, you can't tell me that I gotta do what the fuck you tell me to do. You can't tell me that. So I said, okay. So at first I came up with initial. It was a first initially Queen of Souls 2, when small sizes just won't do. I was gonna do the larger sizes for women. And the more I started to develop, I had a young lady who helped me with that. She was out of North Carolina named Ronnie. And after I finished with that, I kept on hesitating for a minute, and then I said, I need to keep going. I can't go so far and stop. I let life catch me, whatever it was, being separated, my son having autism, fire department stuff, family stuff. And I said, I can't keep stopping because I'll never get it off the ground. So I saw Bev and I had reached out to her and I had been spoken. This is technically our first time ever meeting, even though I've been knowing her for almost 8 years. And so I told her my vision and stuff like that. And she said, okay, do me a favor. I said, I got my logo and all this stuff like that. And I used to work part-time for FedEx. I had told somebody this earlier. I used to work part-time for FedEx, and a friend of mine, he said, man, you need to quit playing. And everybody there used to joke with me, oh, you make big bitches shoes and big bitches shoes. What? And I was like, that's just how they joke, they play. And so I was like, all right, cool. And I said, don't remind me to get your mom up there. And so then one of my partners, he came by and he said, man, you need to quit playing. I need to get my girl, her birthday coming, I need to get her some of them J. Karriems. I said, nigga, hold on, say that again. And I said, he said them J. Karriems. And I said, man, I've been thinking that, but I didn't think nobody would ever believe it. He said, no, that's what I call them. I said, you didn't play, you done messed up. So then I started thinking, what logo can I make? And then I had said, I had drew in cursive, my first initial on my back, my last initial, and I put them together because that's how I signed my initials. I put the front of the J as the back of the K. So then Bill was like, well, just send me over some ideas. I had it on a sticky note and I sent it to her. It wasn't 3 minutes, this girl sent me back some stuff. I said, hold on, time out, you good. So I said, can we do this and change that and da da da? It was 5 minutes. She hit it back. I said, boy, I think I'm in love. Hold on, this right here. And it was just developing and developing. She was just that cold and that fast. So the more I kept working with her and working with her, then it went from my fashion label, then it went to my website, then I put her on some more people, and then I was like, all right, I had got into real estate. And so I started doing investment properties and stuff. So I have rental property, I have duplexes and stuff like that. Then I sent her my idea, this and this and this, and I'll be damned, it was 7 minutes this time. She sent me back the whole thing. I said, girl, you was something else. So it went from there to, and I have invested in apps. I got like 4 apps being built. And I have a nonprofit that I'm trying to get off the ground because there's fathers with their children having special needs. But at the same time, it's mainly about with a focus on autism. Because so many times we run away from our women, wives, girlfriends, whoever, and leave them with the kids like they don't have problems and issues. And we don't realize they can do so much better with us in their lives. So with that being said, because I'm not lying, my wife, she went off on me at the time. She came up to the fire station and I didn't know much about autism, and she was like, but is this not your son? I said, yeah, but. That was the first one. I fucked up. Yeah, but. She said, but don't y'all got the same name? I said, yeah, but. Is it gonna change the fact he got your blood running through his veins? I said, yeah, but still. And she said, mother, it ain't about you. It's about him. You understand this crazy world. He doesn't. We gonna make it with or without you. I want you to be here, but me and him gonna make it. And then she walked up out of the fire station, and I'm sitting over there holding my pearls like, you ain't gotta yell at me like this. And so I'm not gonna lie, it took me about 9 months. I cried. Every day I would come to the fire station. I cried for like 9 months. I'd sit on the toilet, fully clothed, and I just cried because I didn't understand. I'm like, God, it was the whole grievous process. You had to bargain with them, you had the anger, frustration, you had to do all this stuff and bargaining, and I was just like, you know what? And then, you hear the stuff people say, oh, God gave you the hardest problem to the strongest warriors, and he wouldn't give you nothing more than you can handle. I said, man, I ain't studying what you talking about. I know that this is tough and I want to give up. But then once I realized it's not about me, when she told me it wasn't about me, it just blew my mind. And so after that, I started to really focus on that. And so then I was like, I gotta leave him with something. I'm not gonna leave him with. So taking from what Bev said, she was like, Jay, we can reconfigure. Since you're gonna use J. Karriem as your fashion label, we can take Queen of Souls too and make it a production company. And I said, all right. She said, you already got all these banners, logos, all this other stuff. Don't get rid of it. We already got it. So I had the fashion label, I had the production company, then I had the real estate. I said, this girl is cold-blooded. So the more I started to figure it out, I said, okay, I don't want him to ever have to ask anybody for a job. So he's gonna work for his father. Him and my daughter. I got an 8-year-old daughter and I have a 19-year-old one in college. She's biologically not mine, but I'm the only dad. She knows. She's on mine. So that's my heart. And so I never wanted any of my children to work for anybody else. So I said, okay, cool. So then I messed around and I said, I want to get the fashion label. I don't want them to ever have to worry about being clothed. So I said, I'm not just gonna do it for women. I'm starting off with the heels and the shoes, but I want to do it men and everything else, just like Louis Vuitton, Prada, Gucci. They didn't just stick to women. So I said, I'm gonna do that because I don't want him or my children to ever have to go to the warehouse and get what you want. You don't have to go buy or beg nobody for nothing. You don't have to spend $1,000 on some shoes. Go spend $1,000 on your father, and I'm gonna give it right back to you. I don't want them to ever have to worry about no place to stay. So that I got into real estate. So no matter what, as of right now, each one of my children, even the oldest one, they have 1 place to live in and 2 to rent out, as of right now. And right before I got here on the 30th, I had got a duplex that took me over the threshold. I'm officially a millionaire net worth-wise. Now I'm trying to get them $1 million in the bank. So it's been a lot of transitioning. I have 4 or 5 businesses just because of this young lady. And so I appreciate y'all letting me in y'all circle for a few minutes. I appreciate y'all letting me get to see how y'all interact, the things y'all do, how y'all handle yourself and stuff. It's beautiful, it's amazing. I know a lot of people out there don't see it, let alone a lot of people that look like y'all don't see it. So yeah. I'm proud of y'all. Y'all doing an amazing job. Y'all are awesome. So many ways, so many times, a lot of black women don't get seen or they don't get heard, or a lot of their visions die with them. But I truly believe with you guys, it's gonna go on even after y'all not here. So I just want to tell y'all thank y'all so much.
Thank you.